It is my favorite time of year, and we are making summer recipes. These all have minimal cooking, and I am so excited to share them with you. This watermelon cherry refresher is a take on the viral Nature's Gatorade that's going around right now. So we are going to start off with some frozen cherries that I thawed for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to add in some watermelon. Watermelon is awesome. It's so hydrating and it's full of electrolytes. Then we're adding in coconut water, which is also packed with electrolytes, so good for rehydrating. And then we need a quarter teaspoon of Himalayan pink sea salt. This is full of minerals. You want to use a Himalayan pink sea salt, Celtic sea salt, something like that, not table salt because it doesn't have the trace minerals. Then we're going to blend this all up for about 60 seconds to 90 seconds. We just want to let this blend and get everything broken down. Then we're going to use a strainer and we're just going to strain it all out. This is a bit on the thicker side, but it is so delicious. The frozen cherries and the watermelon work so well together and it's so good. I also just think it's so pretty and it's just really refreshing. So great for these hot days. Get a nice big glass full of ice, pour it over top, and it gets really frothy, I think, because of the watermelon and the cherries. It's really good. If you check out the blog post, I go fully in depth into why all these ingredients are so great, and we just top it off with a little mint for garnish, and it's beautiful. Now, if you want a less sweet version, make this cucumber lime mint one. It kind of tastes like a margarita, but without the alcohol, and just, I don't know, it was really good. So we're going to take a cucumber, I cut it into pieces. This is an English cucumber. Then we are going to go back in again with the coconut water. It's a main ingredient. Then we're going to go in with mint. We need some agave. This is not sweet. The agave just kind of helps to round out the flavor. And then lime juice. And of course, we're going to also need our sea salt again. I think it's really cool that these recipes are delicious, they're beautiful, and they're working really well to hydrate us during these hot months. I think I liked this one better. I don't know. There was just something about it to me that I was really enjoying it. So both versions are great. The watermelon cherry is sweeter, of course, but there was something about this one that I saw it in the fridge and I was just sipping on it first thing in the morning. And I don't know, maybe because it's green, I just was like, it's healthy. I mean, they're both healthy, but it was really good. So we did the same thing. We blended, we strained, nice big cup of ice. And I just think these are so beautiful. They have added benefits and they're gorgeous. And of course, I also topped this with mint, and so fun, so easy to make. And you can add in other things if you want, other fruits, other flavors, really easy to customize. This shaved zucchini Caesar salad is one of my new favorite things. I'm so excited to be making this all summer long. So we're going to start off by making some homemade croutons, and you can do these in the air fryer so it doesn't make the whole house hot. Going to drizzle 2 teaspoons of olive oil over the bread cubes. This was about half of a loaf of bread that I had that was a few days old. And then I'm going to add garlic powder, salt, and paprika. Coat everything, then pop it in the air fryer basket. Pop these in the air fryer, 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 6 to 8 minutes. And that's it. Super simple, easy done. And I have the baking instructions on the blog, but similar cooking times. Then we need 3 zucchini. I already cut their ends off, and we need a vegetable peeler. This is called a Y peeler. So we're going to take off that first layer of skin. I personally don't like to use it, but then we will start peeling the whole zucchini. And once we get to the center where the seeds are is when I flip it. And basically you'll be left with this zucchini rectangle. Once we're in the seed area, that's when I stop peeling it because it just starts to become too thin and weak and the consistency changes because all the seeds are there. So save this, use it in stir fries, a sandwich, something else, freeze it, use it in smoothies. So here I am just making my little zucchini ribbons. They're so pretty, they're beautiful, they're light, they're delicate, they're great. Now we're going to make a vegan Caesar dressing. I've been making this for years. It's tahini, garlic powder, salt, a little black pepper, water, lemon juice, and then you could use nutritional yeast or vegan Parmesan cheese and blend it up, and it comes out so good every time. I really think I've been making this since like 2016 or 2017. It's awesome. Here are our croutons all done. Don't they look so good? They came out really great in the air fryer. So really awesome, quick and easy way to make croutons. And now we're going to plate. I have a beautiful big nice platter here, and you can see I'm just layering up the zucchini ribbons, cannellini beans, and croutons. On the top, I make the zucchini ribbons look a little bit nicer for food styling and just to make it look fun and kind of be careful with the placements of everything. You don't have to go that crazy if you don't want to, but because it just looks beautiful on its own. Those ribbons are gorgeous. Drizzle over our dressing, vegan Parmesan, and some black pepper. And there you go. This salad is seriously so good. The zucchini is so light. It melts in your mouth and it pairs perfectly with this dressing. The cannellini beans add in some protein and fiber. And throughout the week, I was also eating this with some tofu on the side. And just a really yummy one. Really, really good. Finally, we are going to end on a sweet note. And this is Rocky Road cake. So we're going to first start by adding almond flour and graham crackers into a food processor. I'm using the Nabisco graham crackers. Those ones are vegan. There's no honey in there. Always just check the ingredients. Most of them do contain honey, so check the ingredients, but a few of them don't. Going to pulse this until we get a nice crumbly texture. We'll add in some melted vegan butter and then just mix it again until we get the consistency of wet sand. Then we are going to pour this into a springform pan. I'm using a 9-inch one. I lined it with parchment paper on the top and then not on the top, on the bottom. And then I sprayed it with spray oil and I just use a spatula to really pack it down and get it nice and compact. This is one of my favorite parts of the process. I love doing that for some reason. Set that to the side. We're going to make our filling. So we're going to take 2 containers of Kite Hill vegan cream cheese. This is my favorite one for pretty much everything. I love the Kite Hill vegan cream cheese, so it's really good. That's my preferred brand, but we need 16 ounces. And then we're going to go with organic powdered sugar and some cocoa powder. The cocoa powder in this recipe is a little intense, like it's kind of almost like a dark chocolate layer in a way. So if you want it to be a little bit sweeter, use a little less cocoa powder and a little more powdered sugar. I really liked it because it was very rich, but if you feel like you want it to be a little bit sweeter, just add in some more sugar. And then, yeah, you get this beautiful, creamy, delicious, you want to like lick the spatula clean consistency. Like it's just so good. So then we are going to pour this over our crust and you could see it's just like, that's a great texture. That's exactly what we want. And then we are going to put this in the fridge overnight after we spread it out and get it all nice and thin. Now, the layer of the chocolate was very thin, so if you want it to be thicker, just use a smaller pan, but because it's so rich, I didn't mind it being thinner because you don't want it to be too overpowering in this, okay? Just trust me. Just trust me, because I was skeptical at first too, and then I was like, no, I'm glad that this is a thinner layer because it's a rich flavor and we don't need so much of it. Like, you know, like the French drinking chocolates that are super thick, like that, like you don't need a lot of it. You just want a little bit. Also, I've never even had French drinking chocolate, but I'm just imagining the richness of it. Anyway, next day, we are going to make a meringue. Now, I've never made meringue before until a few weeks ago. We're going to use the liquid from a can of chickpeas. This is aquafaba. This is a recipe from my friend Jessica from Jessica's in the Kitchen. So I will have her recipe linked down below. We're going to add in some cream of tartar. I never say that right. And then we're slowly adding in sugar and we are just whipping it and whipping it and whipping it until we get beautiful peaks. Look at this. Ready? Hold on. There we go. See how that just goes like right up? Gorgeous. Gonna add in a little vanilla bean paste and then we're done. I'm obsessed with making meringue now. I didn't realize it was this easy. I don't know why I thought it was such a complicated thing. I thought it was not going to be easy to make. It's so easy and I love it. So thank you, Jessica, for a great recipe. Gonna melt some vegan chocolate in the microwave, 30-second intervals until it is nice and melted down. And now we're going to take the cake ring off and you can see it's a thin layer, but just trust me, I think it's a good thing that it's thin. Now we are going to add on all that gorgeous meringue. And of course, this is substituting our marshmallows in the Rocky Road. We have almond in the crust. We have the chocolate layer. Now we're getting our marshmallows. So I'm going to spread it all out and then make little cute swirls and dips and dollops. And oh, it's just beautiful. We'll drizzle that melted chocolate over top. And I just went crazy. I was like, I'm just going for it. And it looked so pretty. And then finally, I just finished it off with some sliced almonds. And I think this is such a fun dessert. I feel like for summer, everyone's like s'mores. And it's funny because I almost did a s'mores recipe. And then I was like, wait, Rocky Road. Why are we not like talking about Rocky Road more? So I was really happy with it. I think it was fun. And I think it's like a really cool dessert to bring to a party. And it's nice because there's no baking or anything like that. No heat involved. cut out a nice big slice, and that meringue, ooh, the sweetness of the meringue complements everything so well. So I really hope you enjoyed these recipes. I hope you're staying cool. I hope you're staying hydrated. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon with more videos. Bye.